Do you feel it? The wound on this world, it is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well. We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. Do you come bringing your credits and curiosity? This saddens me to hear. True, this camp isn't as opulent as you're used to with your off-world notions of comfort and decadence, but this is a place of people who toil. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron. This is no idle boast, traveler, but a fact. A holocron is easily worth many thousands of credits to any Jedi, but I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come. I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits. How did you know? Will I never unload this accursed thing? This isn't my fault. You can't blame me. This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap. Be serious. Any sentient with scent glands can tell that this is the garbage pit of Dantooine. No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us, and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home to my family and children. You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we talk about? You should talk to Durala. I've told her everything I know. I think I saw the thief by the ruins of the Enclave. I believe that the thief has to be living in the sub-level, because every place else has been visited many times by the salvagers. I didn't get a clear look at the thief. It was dark, and the ruins provide many hiding places. There isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries, and us.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain? We don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find. Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody. So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him. The only guess I've heard is it's a mercenary that's been kicked out. Most of them leave us alone. They focus most of their attention on the settlers. But we really don't know. I hear he's planning to shoot anybody that goes on his farm. I'm just glad we're not the only people suffering. Maybe if he moans enough, the militia will do something. That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Legrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not reliable. He's in the camp if you want to talk to him about the thief. If you must. If you can do something about the thief, do it and get out of here. There's nothing for you here anyway. I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by. Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business. You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Who wants to die first? Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Switching to combat mode.
Look who's walked into our camp, boys. Mandalore himself has come to visit us.
I am the new Mandalore. I have reclaimed Mandalore's helmet, lost after our defeat at Revan's hands. Assemble the rest of your clan. You will return to Duxon. We must come together as we were before and prepare to fight a new war. A war that will return us to glory.
And if I take that helmet from you, guess that makes me the new Mandalore. I've always wanted to be called that. I know all about your exploits, Mandalore. We have fallen far in the past years, but even still, I will not stand idly while a usurper claims to be my leader.
It is unfortunate that you feel that way. Perhaps I'll be able to change your mind. Stay out of this. This is my fight. spill any more Mandalorian blood today. Gather your clan and return to Duxon. You have seen the last of your mercenary days.
Yes, Mandalore.
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalick. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You fighting any wars? I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess you don't look like much of a salvager. Sides don't matter much. We're all soldiers. Most of us mercenaries worked with the Sith. Not too many Republic soldiers survived the war. I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. Or perhaps an uppity settler. I've had about enough of their attitude. So I figured blasting one of them would have done me some good. It's been a while since we've had work. You were a soldier too, so you know I'm not going to answer you. I want to answer your question. Oh, my head. I don't know for sure. I hear rumors. I heard we got a secret job working with some powerful organization. No one tells me who. I know we're planning an attack soon, but I don't know against who. They aren't too far, though, because we're expecting to attack soon. We're preparing to attack soon, so they have to be in this sector of the galaxy. They've been very quiet about who the enemy is. I don't feel so well. I feel dizzy. I gotta go now.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need.
I know how this works. A mercenary or two can easily get work during the dry times as a bounty hunter or bodyguard. There's always odd jobs around. But large mercenary groups have to wait for things to get interesting to make their credits. It can be very lucrative and challenging work if there are battles to be fought.
If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it? Capability's got nothing to do with it. We don't have room because there's no work right now. If we get a contract, come back. You look like you might be tough enough. But only come back if you're not too particular on who you fight for, or what you're fighting. We'll take any contracts we can get right now. I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it. What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak. You're really not so bad, you know? They make our life difficult. They need to learn respect for those with superior strength. Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here. A Sentiate by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
I don't suppose you... That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000 credits for all of them. It is worth more to us than that. I'll pay you 4,000 credits for the lot of them. Thanks for your help on this. Here are the credits as promised. I'll get this to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
Any luck on getting my... I'm just glad that someone...
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something? So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something?
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want? So the pup thinks she can start bossing us around. Watch yourself. We've been here a lot longer. Lots of possible accidents if you cross us. All I see is fresh meat for the Lagrex. Don't even think of threatening us. That's a battle you can't win. That's it. Attack!
Ready to serve. Yes, Master. Ready to serve. Acknowledgement. Acknowledgement.
I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, although I'm certain my contemporaries would judge me more a historian than scientist. I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know? I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters. The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the rim. Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against outer rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come. The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role. What else would you like? No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work, something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days. It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies. Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly and well so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have, but you know this. Many Jedi defied the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War. There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed, something beyond the Jedi Code that they were missing. Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master Kay before Kay left for the wars. Towards the end of her training, she sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that she returned to her first master at the end of her training, in order to learn how she might best leave the Order. I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain? Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to her apprentice Malak, who turned on her. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart, but it was only for a time. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. I suspect it was out of revenge. What else would you like? I do not know if you are aware of how fragile the Republic is at the moment. Its influence is stretched thin, and it grows weaker with time. The Jedi Civil War brought much suffering to the galaxy, and the forces that Malak and Revan amassed against us seemed limitless. Many worlds were destroyed, trade routes disrupted, and the Republic fleet was almost decimated. While it is said that Revan and several Republic heroes and Jedi defeated Malak, in many ways Malak had already won. The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse. What else would you like to know? Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why? What answers do you seek? It has been my experience that Jedi rarely answer such questions, or instead indulge in half-truths. If the Sith are rising in the galaxy again, then it is strange the Jedi would not be there to meet them, and that we have not seen more evidence of the Sith. No, I believe you. I merely find such subtleties among the Sith to be strange. They have been known to practice deception, but in the histories, since the time of the Dark Lords Khoon and Keldroma, and Revan and Malak, such subtleties have been rare. In any case, it seems to me like our goals are compatible. If you would have me, I can apply my knowledge and skills to helping you find the answers you seek. There is something we must discuss. Surely you have noticed that you have been changing. As your powers return, your body suffers. It is a sign of the dark side. All your choices, they affect the flesh, rotting it, as the dark side rots you from within. Fear you? No. But I am concerned for you, yes. It is never too late to choose your path. Be mindful of that. There is always hope for you. And redemption. Very well. A force bond? What do you mean? I'm not sure I understand. No. I thought I had heard mention of such connections in some of the holocrons, but I do not possess them. They are part of the holocrons that were taken from the Enclave. I do not know. I do not know who has taken them. If we were to find them, perhaps I could help you find the answers you need. I know some of what you speak. It is said that when a Jedi and Padawan establish a close connection, that they can feel each other across distances and coordinate their movements in battle. The intensity of the connection varies. That bonding is said to also be something that manifests itself in such techniques as Bastila's battle meditation, the ability to touch the minds of others, to demoralize or inspire them. It is also said that moments of death or near death may also cause such bonds. The stronger one is in the Force, the stronger the connection. Thoughts. Images, perhaps, but not actual communication and words. A bond often causes a sensation to be passed along it, such as extreme fear and pain. Still, I have seen Jedi who have the ability to communicate with aliens and beasts. It is a rare thing. Perhaps telepathy is one such talent. I've never heard of a bond being lethal. I suppose such a thing is possible. I had not truly believed Bastila's battle meditation until I had seen it in action. Very well. You are correct. I am afraid I have not been entirely open with you concerning my past. If I look familiar, it is because we have met before, at the Enclave on Dantooine, many years ago. As on Coruscant, Force-sensitive children are taken to Dantooine as well, though it is done rarely and only with those they believe are destined to become Jedi Knights. It is the secret nature of the place. If you are not chosen by a master when you have come of age, however, then the path of the Jedi is denied to you. I met you on Dantooine, long ago, briefly. You taught us the ways of the Force, how to hear it sing within others, within the life around Dantooine. It is difficult to explain the difference between you and Master Vrook, but I think it is because he was knowledgeable, but not a leader, not a mentor. You were different. We could all feel it. And I knew that if I were to have a master, I would want it to be you. And then you went to war. Many Jedi went to war, and the Jedi Masters proclaimed that you were Jedi no longer. Atris, the mistress of the Archives, was first among them. I knew at that moment that if you would no longer be a Jedi, then you must be correct. I realized I did not want to be a Jedi. Instead, I wished to follow your path. And in any event, there was no one to train me, even if I wished it. They all went to war, as I grew past the age of acceptance. It is possible to forget the Force, you know. If you have not felt it strongly enough, then there is little to miss. But I never felt the Force as strongly as I did when I was with you. And so I decided to serve the Republic, study the Jedi teachings, gather them perhaps. It was important to me to understand the Jedi now that they were gone. I felt some part of you should be preserved, so that your lessons would not be lost. Perhaps. I still harbor doubts about the path I walked. I am on a diplomatic mission. I am one of several tasked with attempting to contact any remaining Jedi and convince them to return to the Republic. I know something of the Jedi. I have studied them for a good portion of my life, and now that they are gone, such studies are even more important. I do not think it is a matter of luck or chance, only my own inability to find them. While the Enclave trained me for many things, I am afraid that the life of a bounty hunter was not among them. I suspect my turning away from the Force is also a hindrance in such cases. I imagine the Jedi would be easier to find if I still maintained my connections to the Force. You have? Where have they gone? And why? It was as I feared. They have given up the galaxy. Without them. New strength. I fear you are right. Their hesitation almost destroyed the Republic, and there is some evidence to suggest that it gave birth to the Jedi Civil War. I am ready.
Acknowledgement.
Something you need of me?
Ready to serve.
I am ready.
Ready to serve.
I am listening.
Acknowledgement. Let me test this security measure.
I am listening.
Acknowledgement. Security measures bypassed.
I am listening.
Yes, Master.
I am listening.
Ready to serve.
Is someone out there? Anybody? Help! Lagrix are everywhere! Help me! I'm trapped in here! You must be fierce with a blaster, then. Give me a moment. I sort of jammed the door a bit. Just don't leave.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those Lagrix had me for sure. All of us salvagers know about that. I'd ask Derala, though. She's talked with the militia the most about it. If you ask me, the thief isn't human. It's one of those smart Lagrix. Listen, I didn't ask for your help. I appreciate it, but I don't owe you anything. I was panicking. I'm just trying to get enough credits to book passage off this rock. It's the first salvage I've found in weeks. I don't have much to give, but... Alright, here's 300 credits. Is that enough of a reward for you? Can I go now? I didn't find a single thing. I just want to get out of this pit. There's no way I'm gonna give those to you. I risked my life for those. I've given you all the credits I got, but I earned what I found. Of course it's negotiable. It's mine and not yours. And I say take a short trip out an airlock without a spacesuit. I'm not giving you my find.
Engaging.
That one meant us no harm, yet we attacked. I attacked. I do not understand why. I must reflect on this. Perhaps I am changing somehow, or simply do not know myself.
braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless. So, this is your threat? Is terror what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing about Jedi and their ways. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
Ready to serve. Assassination protocol. Optimal ratio achieved.
My leg Rex! You've killed them! They're my pets! I'm not a thief! People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving. They only attack the bad people. The salvagers, the thieves. This place is for Jedi. They aren't Jedi, they have to leave. I'm a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi. What do you mean? I've always been trained to be a Jedi. You sound like my other master. He's gone too. He said terrible things. All dead. All of them. Blown apart by the Sith. Tortured by the Sith. Just dead by the Sith. Only KV is left. Just me. You were? I had no idea. You aren't anymore? Are there any Jedi left? You sound like my other master. I have? I feel like I've done something wrong. But it's so hard to think about. I get so angry. But don't the Jedi say, it's been so long and so much has happened, but doesn't anger lead to the dark side? If I'm the only one, I will do as you say. You seem strong, and you're not afraid. I don't want to be afraid ever again. Thank you. I don't feel confused anymore. I'm going to go now. This Jedi home isn't for me anymore. I hate this planet. I want to see more.
Acknowledgement.